6 to 9, you're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
Well, g'day there, podcaster, and welcome to episode 441. You earn how much on Onlyfans? That's a comment we say, I would say in the first sort of 10 minutes of the pod. I got to admit, one of my favourite call-outs we've ever done, I reckon, Ben.
Yeah, this was my final show at home isolation. I think it was the best show of all of the ISO shows. So please, without further ado, please enjoy.
Ben, we're about to get both of our keys and turn these. Opening the forbidden folder. In here lies all of the talk topics that our boss has said no to in the past.
I think it's fair to say, Liam, that this would be our highlight of every single week here at Nova.
Yeah, it's just it's fun because it always feels a little bit naughty because we know we're like not really supposed to be doing it. And I love the topic this morning. What's your yearly salary? 13, 24, 10. I don't think there is a job or a salary that I don't want to know.
This is going to be juicy. We're talking high salaries. We're talking low salaries. We want to know what you do for a living and how much you're pulling in every single year.
I remember that this came about because we were talking about, lollipop people. Like, it's a pretty known thing. They get paid very handsomely.
Well, that's the thing. People always say that they get paid handsomely, but there was an article that was actually disclosing how much they get paid.
Yeah, there was this girl, and she made $300 in 4 hours. Just doing the lollipop for 4 hours on a weekday. Sweet. That's unreal. I suppose it would be rude as well of us to be doing this without obviously being open and honest ourselves and sort of revealing what our yearly salary is, Ben.
Yeah, of course. Well, I've got no problem revealing to Adelaide what we get paid every single year. So in a 12-month period, in a year, Liam and I get paid $450 a year.
And then obviously that was that. We just signed that new 3-year contract. So... of course, now there's the bonuses as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, for every number one, you get an extra $400.
But that's nothing really. That's chump change compared to some of the other people in the Nova family.
Well, you've got Fitzy and Whipper. They're getting $500 a year.
Yeah, and then Kate Ritchie's the real.
Yeah. Yeah, Kate Ritchie. So she's the highest paid person on Nova, and she's getting easy.
So pretty gnarly numbers. Obviously, we didn't want to do this without talking about what we were on, though. Otherwise, that's a bit unfair. And also, apologies if Ben's got COVID, so he's broadcasting from home. So yeah, there's a bit of background noise and that sort of stuff. It's been hard for us to do the show.
Did that all come through right, though?
Yeah, no, I got everything. Yeah, 13, 24, 10 is the number. What's your yearly salary? Look, you can remain anonymous. Diane joins us now. What do you do for a crust, Diane?
Oh, my God. I take people's blood. I'm a pathology collector.
You're a pathology collector. Okay, a vampire.
That's the one, yeah.
Right, okay. And so, I must admit, I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming that this is kind of a job where you need a certain amount of expertise. It's medical. I would love to know. Is this full-time work we're talking?
Full-time, yeah.
Okay, and what are you pulling in a year?
Gross, just over 50.
Nice. Right, yeah. That's not. Are you happy with that? You work.
Yeah, I love my job. I'd be happy with a bit more.
Yeah, I reckon they could up that a little bit. Yeah, like I reckon at least in the 60s for sure.
Yeah.
You're working hard, but I must admit, like it's good to know. This is one of those things. It's just like you want to ask people, like even your friends and stuff. You know what they do. You're like, I wonder what. Like, is that a good crust? Like, is it good?
100%. It's so like that, and that's why this is perfect for Forbidden Folder because you're not supposed to ask these questions. But thank you so much for sharing this morning.
Laura joins us now. What do you do, Laura?
Hi, guys. I work for the federal government.
Okay, so you're working for the government.
Nothing exciting.
Are you able to... Okay, so is it kind of like a bookkeeping job for the government, or what do you actually do?
I work for Service Australia, so well known as Centrelink.
Oh, yep, fair enough.
Okay,
and so,
yeah.
So there you go. Like, obviously, you spend most of your days, dealing with people all day long. It would be tiring. Also, a lot of the time, you were like sorting other people's money out for them. So what's in it for you? What do you get in a year?
So I get about 70,000.
Wow. So that's impressive. So you're getting more to work at Centrelink than you are to take someone's blood.
Yeah, you're getting more than pathology. You're getting 20 more than pathology. So that's good. That's decent. That's good money. Paul joins us now from Marion. G'day, Paul. What do you do?
I'm a train driver.
You're a train driver. Okay, so as in like transport, or are you doing like freight trains?
Yeah.
As in freight trains.
Oh,
so how often, I mean, I imagine with that job, though, there'd be a fair bit of travel being away from home. How often, how long is a work trip?
It depends on where you go. So you can be anywhere from 24 hours up to 5 days.
Now, silly question, Paul, but obviously you're on the track, if it's just say you're going across the Nullarbor or something crazy, it's just straight for ages and ages. And even if something were to come in front of you, you wouldn't be able to slow that down anytime soon. So can you watch movies on your iPad is what I'm trying to ask when you're sort of on in the front?
No.
Not quite?
No. You've still got to watch what you're doing.
All right. Okay. Yep. So, you've got to be concentrated. You can't just, kick your feet up. So what does a train driver earn a year, Paul?
So base salary would be 90K. And then once you include your extras, so being away from home so much, you end up around the 160, 170 mark.
God damn,
that's
Paul.
pretty good.
Train driving. Who knew?
I would never have thought a train driver would be that well off.
Mate, that's good. That's good. I mean, obviously there's a lot of hours away from home. That's the difficult part, but at least you're getting paid very handsomely for it. I mean, almost twice as much as a pathologist, as we've just learned.
Well, yeah, and you can actually do a lot of damage with the train without too much, without being careful enough.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, as we learned, you can't be on Netflix or Stan on the old iPad. Well, thanks, Paul, for joining us. Stella, what do you do for work?
Hi, guys. I'm a teacher.
Okay. Look, now, a lot of people, I don't know what teachers get paid, but quite often it's talked about that they don't get paid enough. Are you happy with it, or are you thinking, nah, it needs to be more?
I'm happy with it, but we do put in a lot of hours. More than what people think we put in.
Yeah, and but good holidays, I will say that. What do you get?
So I'm first year out of uni, and I get 75,000.
First year as well.
Yeah, and then that goes up each year. But if I relief teach first year out, I get 350 a day. But that goes up again for each year that we get experience.
That's
so when you say each year, Stella, do you mean that if you're a teacher who's been in the game for 30 years, you'd be getting more than a teacher who's been a teacher for 20 years?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So someone that I know is getting around 100 that's been here for 20 years.
Tasty. And is that like can you say what school, or you'd prefer not to?
Prefer not to.
Is it public, private? Is it all the same?
That's just a public school. I'm not quite sure for private, but I think they do get a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
right.
But again, they've got different expectations each school. So yeah, I think it just changes where you are. But yes,
very interesting, Stella. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning. We got Jane who joins us now. Jane, good morning. What do you do?
Good morning. I work as a strategy lead for SA Health.
Okay, so yep, you I suppose technically for the government as well. Very busy time for SA Health lately. And what do you get a year, Jane?
118,000.
Oh yeah, Jane.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Gee. Oh damn. Yeah, and is that like you've had to be in that role for years to build up to that point?
No, I recently changed my role from more into performance reporting and managing health performance to this role. So I had a similar pay in that role, but that role being extremely busy.
Yeah.
So we all had a very busy year, like 2-3 years, really, very busy. Yeah.
Jeez, if Jane's getting 118 grand a year, imagine what Nicholas Spurrier is getting.
Yeah. Well, love to know. She's doing a great job, though. She deserves it. Tom, what do you do, mate?
I'm working as a lawyer.
Ah, good. Ooh. Good. This is the call I've been waiting for, a lawyer. I mean, obviously, you hear a lot about lawyers, and I think everyone just assumes you're on like an absolute wicket. What do you get a year? What are you pulling in per annum?
Well, put it this way, I've been listening to all of these calls so far, and I'm feeling like I need to really start up lawyering and renegotiate my contract because I'm only on $55K a year.
What do you mean?
For real?
Yeah, for real. See, some of the partners, they'll earn upwards of $150. Some are on $300,000 a year. So yeah, for sure, like that's astronomical. I'm just one of the solicitors, and yeah, I'm only on $55K a year, and
right. So it's kind of like you have to build up. So you have to build up to get to like kind of like a partner level. Did you get paid on like a case by case basis as well, or is it just a flat wage?
No, it's a flat wage. So every hour I charge out $600 an hour, and of that I'd probably get maybe, I think it works out to be $28 an hour.
Oh man, because you got to just hand it up the chain. Now, that sucks. I mean, your degree would have been more than 55 grand. That's crazy.
Yeah, my HECS there at the moment is sitting at 67.
Awesome, great mate. Well, yeah, you're only at the start of the hill, but good luck. I mean, I'm sure you're still in a good business, so you work hard, and I mean, your wage is only going to go up. Harry joins us now. Harry, what do you do for work?
Yeah, I work at the airport. I work for one of the airlines at the airport.
Okay,
and so when you say airport though, do you mean like a baggage handler? Do you mean you work on the plane? What do you do at the airport?
Yeah, I'm a baggage handler for one of the airlines.
Yep. So we would normally see you in a spray jacket with the airline on the back, and you'd have like sort of worker boots on. I've seen you guys. You wear earmuffs. Always in a hurry, getting the bags on and off. How much do you get a year, Harry?
I'm on about 70 to 75,000, but it took a long time to get up to that wage.
That's nice though. That's
respectable though.
That's a good craft for sure. That's good, man.
And we get benefits as well, which is a perk as well of the job.
Yeah, not bad.
When you say benefits, is that like you get like the bags that don't make it and stuff?
Well, that's probably not the benefit, but we get like free flights to places, so can't complain about that.
Oh, free flights. That's cool. Good. So, like, what? So, once a year you get, like, an email and they'll be like, this particular airline will be like, oh, you just, you can go anywhere in Australia or something like that? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, kind of like that. We get a certain amount a year and then sort of like a discounted airfares other times. So, yeah, it's a good job.
Yeah, I like that, Harry. That's an interesting one. That's the one I haven't thought of before as well.
I don't know about you, Liam, but the way Harry handled that baggage question, I reckon they're definitely claiming the lost baggage.
Yeah, also the bonus is you can take iPads and headphones from the any bag with a zip on it. No, just joking. Ross, what do you do?
I'm a carpenter.
Okay, yeah, you're a chippy. And how much are you on, Ross?
Oh, could be around 180, maybe more.
What do you mean?
What?
Whoa. Are you like a specialist carpenter, or what are you doing?
No, I run my own pergola business.
Who knew pergolas?
Buffing up pergolas and decks, right?
Yeah.
So have you got like other chippies working for you? So you've got a bit of like people working for you, so therefore you can expand your business, or are you just doing that yourself?
We try and find good workers, but none of them can handle it.
Yeah, right.
Because you work them so hard.
Yeah, and they get paid 13 cents an hour because you're on 180 grand. None of them can handle the heat. No, we're only joking, Ross. Peter joins us now. Very last one. Peter, what do you do?
Yeah, how you going, Ben and Liam? Yeah, I'm a jumbo operator working underground, mining, fly in, fly out.
Oh, so is that one of the huge trucks, or is that you actually operating the lift?
No. With the machine we have, we develop all the tunnels, and then once the tunnel's been fired out, we go back in and support all the walls and all the roof. So other people go in there.
Peter, would we say that's a pretty dangerous gig though? Because if you're like 500 meters like under the ground, and you're the one who has to support it so other people can go in, it could collapse on you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But they've got all the paperwork in place to try and keep you safe. But like 300,000 a year is not too bad.
300. How long, Peter, have you been doing that gig for?
15 years. Not that job, but actually this role probably a good 10 years.
Oh, Peter, you're on coin. 300 grand.
Peter, now I must admit, I'm so curious. What suburb do you live in, Peter?
Strathalbyn.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you'd have a big property out there. You probably, you can build your own motorbike track. You can do anything you want with that kind of money. Look, Peter, thank you. And I really don't think we're going to be able to top 300, but I know we've been talking for so long. We need to play some music. But one more call here from Alex. Alex, what do you do?
Hello.
Hello, Alex. What do you do for work?
Hey, so I do OnlyFans.
Okay, so for people who aren't familiar, you're sharing videos and photos, content of different things, mainly your body, I'd imagine.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
it's pretty mainly the body. Yeah, cool. And so what? Yeah, what are you earning?
So I've only been doing it for 6 months. At the moment, I make about $130K a month.
You don't. There's no way. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Are you being genuine?
I'm 100% serious.
You're earning $130,000
a month.
A month.
Yeah, that's including February, which is like a 28-day month.
That is eye-watering.
How old are you, Alex?
I'm 24.
That is unfathomable. Have you bought a house?
Yeah.
I'm saving. So, like I said, I've only been doing it 6 months, so I want to buy a massive house. So I'm saving everything so I can get hopefully like a $2 million house by the end of the year.
Literally, you're over $1 million in like 2 months if you stay on this trajectory.
Yep.
Alex, that is incredible. What's your username?
It's Alex Page Moore.
Yeah, well, we won't look it up. But thanks anyway for calling through, Alex, and well done.
I tell you what a wild ride the last 50 minutes has been on Nova.
I was like, mate, okay, the best possible job for me in my head is like, all right, 300 grand, you're digging out tunnels underground. You could die. And then Alex can take pictures of her butt and get $130K a month. What are we doing? Let's start a Ben and Liam OnlyFans. There'd be a market for it. See you later. I'm done with this radio thing. Oh, my God.
Hey, do you ever feel like a holiday after your holiday? Plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com. And select hotels are fully refundable so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation windows apply. What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Bit of a strange way to throw to the intro there, Liam.
Yeah, I said, would you look at the weather? Because I was looking at the weather, but I meant the time. Because the time is obviously 6:08, but we pretend it's 6:10 because it's close enough. So we can do the 6:10 quiz. Emily in Marion, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad, apart from that weather time blunder. It's really rocked me, to be honest, but let's see if we can get back on track.
Hey, Em, yesterday we spoke to a listener for the 610 quiz who didn't know who the Prime Minister was. So how do you reckon you're going to go this morning? You feeling good?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully I'm doing all right.
Entry-level question. This is not a part of the quiz, but who's the Prime Minister?
Scott Morrison.
Okay, good. Just checking. Okay, well, first question. Nigella Lawson has been spotted dining in Adelaide at Parwana on Henley Beach Road. On which cooking show is she going to be a judge alongside Manu?
My Kitchen Rules.
The cast of the Neighbours finale has leaked, including Natalie Bassingthwaite making a return. What band was she in for the song Voodoo Child?
I have no idea.
My Voodoo Child. You don't know that one?
No, sorry.
I haven't read the questions yet this morning. I just heard that for the first time. I reckon this might be a question that stumps a few people.
Yeah, Gabby from Campbelltown joins us now. Gabby, do you know who did Voodoo Child? Natalie Bassingthwaite. What's her band?
Nah. Got no clue.
Dearie me.
I don't think this was I think it's a known song, but I don't think a lot of people know who sang it. You know what I mean?
Nicole from Clearview. Natalie Bassingthwaite's band?
Hi, guys. It was the Rogue Traders.
The Rogue Traders.
There we go.
That's it. Fun fact, Ben and I did a gig once, so we had to bring the Rogue Traders up on stage, and the people running the event said, you don't go off stage until everyone comes up the front. And we thought that's fine. Once you say the Rogue Traders are coming on, most people will come up to the front. Wasn't the case. I had to do a A Type 15 stand-up set. All right, is this thing on? Okay, just a reminder, guys, Natalie Bassingthwaite is behind that curtain and the Rogue Traders are waiting to play Voodoo Child. Okay, moving on. TV ratings are showing more people watch Lego Masters than The Great Debate on Sunday night. Who hosts Lego Masters, Nicole?
Sorry?
Do you know who hosts the show Lego Masters?
What are their names?
It's not Natalie Bassingthwaite.
Oh my God, what's his name?
Come on.
They're on the TV all the time.
Yep. No.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're more of a Ben and Liam kind of gal. It's fine with me. We'll have to move on, Nicole. Thank you for playing.
Hamish.
Have a guess. Say a name.
Yeah.
Hamish and Andy.
Yep. You don't have to pretend that you don't know who they are just because you're on our show. But yeah, no, okay, yeah. Look, you just snuck in before the buzzer there, so yeah, it is Hamish Blake. Okay, ambulance services have revealed the most ridiculous reasons that people have called 000. What is the 000 equivalent in America?
911.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Bono, who's 62 today. Can you finish these U2 lyrics?
It's a beautiful day.
It is. Beautiful day to win a quiz. Nicole, congrats. You are in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May. And you now get to pick the next song we play.
Yeah, Nicole, would you like to hear some Blondie this morning?
Or would you like to dye that blonde hair jet black and straighten your fringe? Bit of my cam on your radio. What are you thinking?
We'll go with the second one.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I get it. Hard to go past. Thanks for picking this one. It's my tune this morning, My Chemical Romance. Welcome to the Black Parade's the name of this one. It's 6:12.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
Liam, we've got a mate called Chriso, and he recently got back from a Newcastle trip over on the East Coast for TAFE. Did you know about that?
Look, I know he goes over there pretty regularly, but yeah, I haven't seen him since the last trip, no.
Well, I was texting him, and I said, "Oh, mate, how was the trip? How was the flight?" And he said, "Yeah, pretty nice. I flew business."
Wow.
And I was like, how did you manage that? Because he's not the kind of guy that's just going to be buying business class flights. And he said, well, I was boarding and I asked if there was any emergency aisle seats available, and they said, no, sorry, but there's nobody in business. So if you'd like to sit there for free, you can. And he got upgraded to business just because he asked the flight attendant.
When has that ever happened?
I've heard that it happens, but I've never met someone that's like, yeah, no, it actually does happen.
That's insane. I mean,
that's insane.
And fair game that he asked for the, the emergency row, and then he got given because, really he's just asking, can I be a hero if there is an emergency on this flight? I'm happy to rip the door off. They always ask you if you're willing and able, and I say yes, but I really mean no.
Well, that's the thing with this. There's the kind of people in the world where they're not afraid to ask the question. Like, I just wouldn't ask that because I wouldn't go there.
Yeah,
but he's the kind of person where he's willing to ask that. That's why I'd love to know this morning. Ask and you shall receive. What did you get? Are you one of these people where you just ask the question? You don't know. You might get something great out of it.
You know who's one of those people? Producer Belle. She loves free stuff and is always asking for it. You got some free stuff this week, didn't you, Producer Belle?
Yeah, I'm currently rocking a free spray tan that I got on Friday.
How'd you manage that?
The place that, like, my normal kind of, nails and all that kind of, waxing and everything.
Yeah.
I go there all the time, and I just said, hey, there's a new staff member. How's she going? And the lady that was looking after me said, oh, yeah, she's good. She just needs to practice. And I said, oh, well, if she ever wants to practice on me, then I'm up for it. I don't care if she does, a bad job. So now I've had her first ever spray tan, which actually went all right. And then I'm booked in for a pedicure and a manicure tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
For free.
The full works. How's this been? I got invited to, don't know if I told you this, I got invited to a festival the other day. and it was like these fancy tickets. And I was like, oh, that's actually really nice. And on it says, these are just for you. Please don't pass this on. Otherwise, literally it says, otherwise it could get awkward. And Bella's like, well, can I have that email so I can...
Well, it's not. You're not passing it. I'm just going to email and say,
well,
hey,
yeah,
you got
but
the other one?
it was sort of like an invite for me.
What's the festival? Where are you going?
Spilt Milk, Canberra.
Well, I want to go to the Ballarat one, so I'll just change that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've already got... yeah, didn't you say you were going to say you're accompanying me, but we're going to the wrong state?
Yes, I need to...
They must think, geez, that Liam guy's crazy. He doesn't even know what state he's in.
Case in point, though, if Belle didn't ask, she wouldn't know the answer.
And she'll probably,
she's one of those people.
That's true. She'll probably, yeah, I mean, it's a little awkward to send the email, but yeah, she'll probably end up getting to go to this festival for free. So, I mean, like, why not? Ask and you shall receive. I mean, maybe you got upgraded to a business flight. Maybe it was something smaller. If you were game enough to ask in the first place, what was it? 13 24 10 is the number. Ellen, you asked and you received.
Yeah, when I go through the bottle I always ask for their merch that they get.
Oh, really? That works?
Yeah, so like you get Eskies or ping pong songs, T-shirts.
Oh,
yeah.
for real?
So like beer companies send the Bottle-O's merch and then you ask for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to buy some vodka, but I'll also get the Esky with Jim Beam.
That's so... I mean, I remember going specifically to Sip and Save when they did the Cooper's Christmas jumpers, and I had to buy 4 slabs for that. And you're saying I could have just gone in there and said, oh, you got a medium in red?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man. That's so annoying. Oh, geez. Well, I might have to try that one. Then again, it's kind of awkward. Like, you know,
it is awkward.
You know, yeah, you still got to put yourself out there, I suppose. But this is what we're doing. Justine, asking you, Sarah Receive, what happened?
Hey, I was in Hawaii and craps our flight got cancelled and we got put onto a Qantas flight and get to the airport and very, very politely asked if there was any chance we might get bumped to business because we were right at the back of the plane and she said, I'll see what I can do. Sat in the waiting lounge area and then I heard my name on PA and I went, yeehaw, I'm in. And yeah, bumped from the back of the plane to the pointy end from Hawaii to Sydney.
No.
That is mind-blowing. You went from Jetstar, getting cancelled, mind you, to going business Qantas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm ruined.
Is that something that you do all the time and that's just the one time it paid off, or is that the first and only time you've done that?
I think it always asked, but it was the first time I've asked for something like that. That was pretty full on. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you must be proud of yourself.
Oh, it was pretty awesome. Got lots of pictures on the plane and all the leg room because I'm pretty tall as well. I'm like, yeah, I can stretch my legs out.
People like go to look at your holiday photos and just lots of photos with you with like with a real knife and fork sitting in the business part. Anastasia, asking you shall receive. What happened to you?
Good morning, guys. I go for my normal walk around like my area all the time, and there was a caravan, and it was all overgrown grass, and it just looked like it had been dumped in the back. And so I wrote them a letter and put it in their letterbox. If they want to get rid of their caravan, I'll take it off their hands. And they found me on the street, and they said, "Yeah, no worries, come and pick it up." So I scored myself a caravan.
It's a free caravan.
A free caravan.
Oh, Anastasia, that's unreal.
That is incredible. What do you mean they found you on the street? What do you mean?
So as I was walking, like they obviously saw me put the letter in the letterbox. So the next time that I came around, they stopped. They were outside and they stopped me and they said, "Yeah, you serious about the caravan? You can take it if you want it." And I said, "Yeah, no worries." So I went back with my car, my tow bar, picked it up and scored myself a 25 grand caravan.
No.
Got it.
What? And then what did you? So this is like the ultimate call of what we wanted. So then, what did you do with it? Did you keep it? Did you sell it?
Yeah, no, we keep it. We take the kids out, down to the river and all the rest of it. And yeah, we have a really good time with it.
That's so, what, Anastasia, this actually reminds me of another story. I've not told you this, Ben, but I was at a party a couple of weeks ago, and there was this other couple who was selling their house, and then they were like, "Oh, do you know how we got our place?" And they're telling me this story. So apparently they would go on these morning walks, and there was this big, old, beautiful home that they loved. And the same sort of deal. The grass was really overgrown, and they were like, "I wonder who lives in that place," and looks abandoned. And so then what they did is they went back on Google Maps, and you know how you can go back in time, you can go further and further back. And they saw that the garden hose hadn't moved for 6 years, so they put a letter in the letterbox and said "Hey, are you interested in selling?" And it took them 6 or 7 months for the family to get back. Basically, it was just an old like relative that had passed away, and they bought it off market for probably 300 grand less than. Do you know what I mean? It was just like an absolute steal.
That's incredible.
An old fixer-upper house, just because they noticed that. Clearly no one's doing anything with that.
I love that so much.
Ask and you shall receive. Could be a home, could be a caravan. Do you know what? I still feel too awkward. I'd never do it myself.
Ben and Liam. Dopamine for your ears.
What's trending? Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, ambulance services have released some of the most ridiculous 000 calls they've received. Now, I love this. I saw it pop up and I went, oh, yes, rub my hands together. Did you know that almost 1 in 5 calls to 000 services were not actually even emergencies? So that's what we're dealing with first.
No, there's a lot of thick people out there. That makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely, but wait till you hear some of them. So up there, we've got someone that called because their kid's lips turned blue after eating blueberries.
Okay, well that's, the first part of that, absolutely.
Yes.
Your kid's lips are blue, you call the ambulance. But if you've given them blueberries, makes sense.
Somebody else got stuck in their parka because the zip was caught. They couldn't get out of their
Do they call the police for that? Who do they call for that?
This is all ambulance.
Oh, right.
Somebody couldn't sleep. They just couldn't sleep. Somebody wanted advice on how to fix a hole in their fence.
What?
Somebody wanted a lift home and thought if they just call an ambulance, they'd just get a lift home.
It's an expensive way to get home, but I suppose if you've got ambulance cover and you're only doing the one a year, why not?
My personal favourite, someone that couldn't get Spotify to work.
Oh my God.
So, call 000. So, obviously, friendly reminder, only call 000 if it is an emergency. So, none of these reasons.
Like if your Spotify's been 2-3 days and it's really,
Oh,
you really need someone to come and fix it instantly.
And Nigella Lawson has been spotted dining in Adelaide.
Now, I'm aiming for quite a solid mash at this stage, but I still need a bit of milk, full fat, which I've warmed in the microwave.
I don't believe this. Nigella in Adelaide. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so she was spotted having dinner at the restaurant Pawana in Torrensville. She is here for My Kitchen Rules, so she'll be on that show, but took a bit of time to just go and enjoy a nice meal.
Do yourself a favour as well if you've not been to that restaurant. It's so good. They put lots of sultanas in their rice. I don't know. They do better stuff than that, but for me, that's the standout thing.
Wow.
But yeah, you wouldn't believe it's her if she was just sitting next to you on Henley Beach Road having a bit of sultana rice.
But it's so scary. Imagine if she walked into your restaurant.
I know.
How do you prepare a meal for her? I'm so nervous.
Instantly the pressure's on.
And finally, some news from over in North Korea. The latest piece of clothing to be banned in North Korea is skinny jeans. Now, if you weren't aware, over in North Korea, they have literally a fashion police. It's the Socialist Patriotic Youth League. Really? And such things that have already been banned is dyed hair, mullets, Western branded T-shirts. But now they have added skinny jeans.
I feel like they're a bit late to the party on that one, right? That's not rocking the boat too much in 2022. Oh no, they've banned blonde tips and Hurley T-shirts too. The next thing they'll be banning iPod Nanos and MySpace.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
Ben, I was walking a little cavoodle, Toby, over the weekend, just walking through the park. Pretty dense sort of bush, I would say. And then I thought to myself, have I died? Because, I swear I wasn't going crazy. I was in the middle of nowhere and I was definitely hearing bagpipes. I was hearing it. I was checking my phone. I was is that a video playing on my phone or something? I was where's that coming from?
Yeah.
And the deeper I walked in to the bush, the louder the wee baggies got. Oh, aye. And then I saw a wee man just practising by himself out in the bush. Because his family hate his face. It was obviously just a dad who wanted to take up the bagpipes. Yeah. He's annoyed his neighbours, he's annoyed his kids, he's annoyed his wife. So the only place he can practice is literally in the middle of the day, on the weekend, out in the middle of nowhere. He was just...
Gosh.
I got maybe 50 metres away and he was inside... He was off the path. He was in a weird spot. I would call the police. If I didn't hear the bagpipes, I'd call the police because I'd be like, what is someone doing out there? They're burying a body.
Such an annoying hobby that you have to banish yourself to the depths of the bush to be able to practice.
You know what? He was pretty good as well. Like he was hitting. I was welling up a little bit. I was like, gee whiz, like this guy. He's a good bagpipe player, but it's an extremely loud instrument. Like you can't play the bagpipes quietly. So obviously you didn't speak to him because he was in the depths of practice. But looking at him, you could tell he was a bit of a dad figure. Such a dad. Yeah, he was wearing like cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Just playing his bagpipes. What do we do this morning? 13, 24, 10. What's your dad's hobby? My dad's hobby is just like stats and crunching numbers and figures and like working out the percentage of Liverpool's goal difference over the last 8 years or even our radio ratings. He likes to crunch those sums as well.
I mean, my dad's hobby would be golf, but it's kind of like a standard hobby. I would like kind of unique dad hobbies.
Well, you know what? I know producer Andy's dad has an interesting one. What's your dad's name, Andy?
My dad's name is Jan.
Jan, and he's like a bird watcher, right?
He's a bird photographer, but he takes it pretty seriously. So a couple of things he does. One, he'll take his little chair and dress up in full camouflage.
Like a ghillie suit.
A ghillie suit.
Like a sniper.
Kind of, and sit like in the scrub and point his big massive lenses at the tree to try and get them. But what he does before he sits down, he'll take a little stepladder and a little Bluetooth speaker and he'll go climb up the tree, put the speaker in there.
Yeah, right.
And he'll Bluetooth the bird calls.
That's how he does it.
Little speaker.
What? That's how he does
all these birds flock to the tree and he gets all these great shots.
Oh my God, Jan.
Was your dad always a bird photographer, or is this a later in life type thing?
Dad is the kind of guy that will have fads and he doesn't do things by half measure. So if one time he had the telescope, so he bought everything, and then it was fishing, and now it's bird photography.
Okay. Well, look, dads, they have hobbies. If your dad has one, 13, 24, 10. What's your dad's hobby? Get in touch.
We are looking for dad hobbies this morning. I'm expecting quite a lot of train calls. If your dad has got a hobby, get in touch. 13, 24, 10, Adelaide.
The text here to 0400 919 919 saying, my dad loves catching pigeons. Then he releases them. So, I don't know, like he just holds them in his hand and knows that he could end them there or release them into the world, and maybe gets off on that power and releases them back. I don't know. That's a little strange. Ashley, your dad's hobby, what is it?
So my stepdad likes collecting meteorites and any kind of strange-looking rocks, and my dad likes collecting spider skins and like animal stuff.
Sorry, did you say spider skin?
Yeah, so if a spider sheds its skin, he just leaves it there wherever it is in his house, and it's part of his museum.
Oh, yeah, a couple of creepy male influences in your life.
I didn't know that spiders shed, let alone wanting to keep a spider's skin shed.
That either, and I thought that they were like just these massive spiders, and he goes, no, it's just their skin. And I was like, well, you've got an even bigger spider somewhere in your house.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, that's just taking its skin off. Well, thanks for your call there, Ash. Marie, what's your dad's hobby?
My dad builds and collects battle warship models.
Oh, right. Okay. So, like, does he have a special, like, warship room?
His whole house.
Oh, wow.
Has he always done that since you've been young?
No, it's only been like the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah, he'll spend weeks or months building them. They're like, you can get really small ones, massive, big ones. Yeah,
it's kind of like adult Lego, I guess. He's building these battleships and then he's painting them by hand? Is that kind of the appeal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very tiny pieces.
Right. And so does he have like a top of the line sort of model that no one's allowed to go near?
Yeah, there are some very expensive ones that he has to like order in from, UK or America and stuff like that.
Very cool.
I'd love to know I'd love to know. I think I'd like to know how much how much is a warship, like an average warship, costing, you reckon?
Yeah.
I bought him one for his birthday and it was like $600.
Gee, that's pretty steep. That's pretty, especially if it's just the toy version, not the real ship that you can sail in. Anna joins us now. What's your dad's hobby?
Hi, Ben and Liam. My dad's hobby is collecting lottery numbers for the past 30 years.
Yeah, you know what? My dad does the exact same thing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, my dad uses the same numbers. He's been doing this for like almost 40 years, and he's kept every single lottery ticket he's ever had, and he's got like these big rubber bands that keep them all together, and it's almost the size of a phone book now, and he keeps it in a special drawer, and he's just he keeps going back every week
to an Excel spreadsheet. So
he's gone digital. Your dad's put it on a spreadsheet now. Okay.
Like an algorithm out of it. So.
Oh wow! And has he ever won anything?
No, he has no idea how to code. So.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But I don't understand why you would keep the receipt if you know the ticket's lost. Why would you keep the receipt?
It's just sort of it's a dad thing. I don't know. It's a dad thing. Danny joins us now. What's your dad's hobby?
Hi, Ben and Liam. My dad studies and collects street directories.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously pretty outdated, unnecessary. I mean, Google Maps is kind of like the world's street directory.
That is going to be the most dad thing I've ever heard, I reckon. Your dad collects street directories. What started that hobby?
He asked for his first one when he was 11 years old. I've got no idea why. But yeah, he actually calculated the Melways, because he used to live in Melbourne, and he calculated how they had set it up wrong. And they found out a few years later that they'd run out of pages and they had to restructure and do some stuff. Yeah.
And he was like, I bloody knew it. I was onto them. The whole time.
Does he still use street directories, or has he gone to Google Maps yet?
Look, it's all in his head. He doesn't even need them. Like, he just enjoys them. Yeah.
Human computer. That's awesome, Danny. Thanks for your call. That's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. My God, we took a lot of calls. You might have heard, like, in the first thing we did in that, in the episode there, the Forbidden Folder, like, there was just the calls just seemed to go on forever. That's because on the show, we pretty much did that for like an hour. Like, we obviously, in the podcast, we stitch all the calls together, but it's one of those ones where the calls kept coming through and you just want to know, right? Like, whether it be high, whether it be low, anything in between. I mean, there was a lot of jobs in there that just surprised me.
Yeah, we spoke to someone who did OnlyFans a couple of months ago now, but for some reason, this morning's chat, it was just extra crazy.
What was also extra crazy is the breakneck speed which 3 males on the team got their phones out as soon as we went into the song to look up the username of the wonderful listener we had. Mate, you were so zoned out. I reckon I heard your head hit the microphone as you were looking down at your phone before we'd even gone into the song. But yes, no, good to see Alex is doing well. And, as we say, support your local.
Support your local. All right. Hey, also, we're doing a new podcast. Not every day. We might not even do it some weeks. I don't know. But there's a new podcast, kind of like behind the scenes. We did one yesterday. It was a lot of fun. And I think we're doing another one today. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you click on it.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.